being natural, that our people are what they are. You know, they're with nature, and we're not going to leave this world. We're always going to be here. We were here from day one for thousands of years before the coming of the white people, or so-called immigrants that come here. See, right now we have a foreign system, a corporate world, the governments that are in place thinking that they own us and all the land and the people in it. They're wrong. In a very short time, they've destroyed our lands, and look at how much sickness is floating around. We never had that years ago. Kagi si mini kusyang, miye chip minisamang. What we were given, that's what we have to follow. It was a creator who set us in this land, and he gave us rules through the pipes, through the sweet grass, and all these things that were given, along with the lodges and everything else that come along with it. Those are the things that we were given. But to pray and to give thanks for everything that we have, because too often, the Munians come here, the white men come here. They start digging up the earth, they start planting things without putting a little tobacco in the ground. Okay, I'm going to do this, but please help me. We're not doing that. We're just take till we destroy everything.
Colonialism has its roots in resource extraction because colonies from different countries were formed here on Turtle Island, and their main objective was to get resources and bring them back or to develop them here. And that's what colonization is. And so colonization was really instrumental in, of course, capitalism, the idea of capitalism. It was very instrumental in the global trading market. And all of it is dependent on what they take from the earth. And because of all of this resource extraction that happens in the name of colonialism, it's why we're in climate change. It's why we're suffering a massive ecological collapse. Because colonialism is deeply rooted and tied into resource extraction, into fossil fuel development, into mining, into deforestation. All of these things.
Well, we're going to get big floods here, and they just had a tornado on St. Louis Island. Or what does everybody call that tornado? That's what's doing that. They're raping the bush. They're not leaving the tall timbers for the rainforest.
Out there, this is where life is. The earth, the water, the trees. Trees is a fine example. Out in the prairies, they're getting all knocked down. But that's why we have so much climate change, because these trees are the lungs of the earth, and that's a lot of people don't realize that. And they mean a lot more than just beauty, of course, but all these things play hand in hand with everything that we go through in life.
And so Canada is like this huge colony that just keeps extracting, and it's causing a severe ecological collapse. It's causing our hydrology systems to fail. And so I think that it's important to understand how everybody is affected by colonization. I mean everybody. It's all over the world. The globalization of Western education has done its job well in providing colonization into the deepest parts of the jungle, into the highest parts of the mountains in the Himalayas, into the deepest parts of the outback in Australia, right into the very center of Africa. Colonization is just, it's a big thing. And, we have to start, I think, detrenching away from that because it's causing climate change. It's connected. Like, you cannot really talk about climate change and not talk about colonization when you're thinking about solutions.
Only way you can help this, everybody's got to get after the government in each town and stop giving out permits to. They got to let the forest grow up so we can have the same kind of weather we had here 10 years ago.
But we have to try to get along so they can understand our way of life. We have to get back to the way we were, and that's why we're having so many problems today.